What's up, everybody? It's Josh coming at you from Nerd Avengers Tower, and we've got a juicy one for you today. The first of two, probably, videos that are going to come out today, both about crazy plot leaks. In this video, we're going to talk about some clarification and some new details about the Wakanda Forever plot. This is coming from the Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit moderation team. They have a very good track record. Not all of this stuff is confirmed. It ties in heavily to what we already talked about last week with Wakanda Forever. So I want to get into the details and kind of explain, my thoughts about some of this stuff. And it seems really freaking cool. So let's just get on into it. Okay, so most importantly here, it says here, I will make a true compilation of all the leaks that we know about the movie in a more concise and readable manner. Everything that is not stated in Daniel's leaks will be sourced. Of course, last week we went over Daniel Rickman's leaks, and again, they have more stuff going on here. So it says here, the film will open with a flashback sequence of the Spanish invasion and colonization of the Americas. We will see an altercation between Namor's people and the conquistadors. Namor's city will be called Tlaxcala, but will be referenced as Atlantis as well. Namor will be the son of a human, and the queen of Atlantis, the Aztec jaguar god Tenochtitlan. Oh man, we're gonna have a lot of fun with how horrible I am at pronouncing names. I'm so sorry to everybody. My bad. I'll try to do better. Yes, the Aztec god of Tenochtitlan will appear. Aztec gods also appeared in Love and Thunder. Namor will wear a jaguar headdress at one point and will gain the ability to fly from the gods. Although a recent rumor from a trusted and verified source of the Marvel Studios mods says that Namor is a mutant, and it's why he has wings on his feet, just like in the comics. So let's kind of stop there for a second. This seems kind of fun to me. Going back in time, seeing the conquistadors, seeing this struggle between these different peoples, kind of setting up this idea that much like a lot of the people of Africa, colonizers and people in the West, sort of wreaked havoc on these different ancient kingdoms that may or may not have had, technology and knowledge that was far beyond what the West had. You know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting, a little bit of a link, I think, here between Namor and the people of Atlantis and Wakanda and the people of Wakanda. So I always thought that was sort of a note in the movie, but this will really kind of tie that together. It's interesting that the Jaguar God is going to be in this movie, and that's going to give him the ability to fly. That's something I heard as well, and I got told straight up by a very good source, dude, trust me, bro, that Namor will not be a mutant in this movie, and that's not why he flies. Is it possible that they've changed that? Is it possible this was a sort of secret that was hidden? It is possible. I would love for Namor to be a mutant. And look, I have no problem with Miss Marvel becoming a mutant, but like Scarlet Witch isn't a mutant, Pietro's not a mutant, like come on, man, just make Namor a mutant. Like, throw us a ball here, Feige. So the plot leak reads on here. In the present day, Riri Williams is a genius studying at MIT and has developed a device to find vibranium in the ocean. Lake Bell is an MCU original character, Dr. Graham, and she's using the device, and it somehow awakens Namor, who gets mad and kills Graham's team. So that's in Daniel's leaks, with a little bit more developed here, because it says he asks Wakanda for help to kill Riri next, but Wakanda refuses and protects Riri inside their borders. Pretty interesting there. When Namor first appears in Wakanda, he looks more like this, and it is during T'Challa's funeral scene, who died from an illness, that Namor will make his entrance into Wakanda. So let's click on this. Okay, so this will be the first look for him in the movie. We've seen this before. Pretty cool image. There was this Den of Nerds dude that like leaked out a blurry version of this like a couple months ago. It was really crazy. That freaking guy. So I actually like the idea of him coming during the funeral. This is going to be really weird, and I'm sure there's going to be some kind of lines here about Namor kind of saying like, oh, Wakanda without your king, like you're not going to be as strong, and if the Wakandans really do refuse to help him out to kill Riri, he'll make some claims about how Riri's not a strong enough ruler, fear or whatever. I think this will end up leading to the fight between Atlantis and Wakanda. Riri's role and screen time in the film is comparable to America Chavez in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Riri's first suit is made out of spare car parts, but she eventually gets a vibranium suit in Wakanda. She is the linchpin / plot device, and basically the reason the story happens, exactly like America in Multiverse of Madness. So in Wakanda, Shuri has recreated the heart-shaped herb in a lab, as she said she would in the Wakanda Files official MCU tie-in book. But she's not the only Black Panther. Some of the Dora Milaje have their own special enhanced suits, with Okoye actually suiting up as Black Panther as well alongside Shuri. Okoye will be in a same-sex relationship, probably with her already cast LGBTQ Dora from the comics, Anaka, played by Michaela Cole. Okay, so a couple of things going on there. Michaela Cole maybe being the lover of Okoye, you know. Some people love it, some people hate it. Most people will be like, all right, that's cool, you know. And I do love the idea of more than one Black Panther. That actually seems super dope, and I love the idea of Okoye getting maybe some Black Panther power, wearing a Black Panther suit along with Shuri. I kind of dig this, man. Like, this seems better to me than just Shuri becoming Black Panther, especially because if you really think about it, like, Shuri, she's got a long way to go from being like who she is now to being the warrior that she would need to be able to defeat Namor. So I'm kind of down with that. That seems fun to me. It says here, once Shuri takes the herb, she expects to see T'Challa in the ancestral plane, but she sees Michael B. Jordan Killmonger, who helps her become the new Black Panther. That's exactly like what was in Daniel's leak, and kind of interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out. I hope there's some kind of an explanation given as to why T'Challa is not there, and perhaps that leaves the door open for him returning, being recast in the future. Atuma, an exiled Atlantean who wants to become king of Atlantis, and Namor's cousin, will also appear in the film, and Atuma will fight with Okoye at some point. That's kind of wild. I wonder what's going on with there. He's trying to usurp the throne, but he's also going to fight with Namor against Wakanda. Who knows? Maybe they'll kind of figure that out and be one of those situations where it's like, oh man, I know we're not friends, but we gotta join up to fight against Wakanda. We'll see. There's a huge war between Atlantis and Wakanda, where Wakanda is flooded, and Shuri and T'Challa's mom, Queen Ramadan, dies in the flood. Eventually, Shuri defeats Namor but doesn't kill him. At the end, M'Baku becomes the new king, and most sources believe that he will also become the definitive Black Panther, which was changed last minute due to Letitia Wright's, issues with the what do you want to call it? The jab, I guess, huh? Views causing a problem in production. RPK says that M'Baku does become king, but Shuri continues to be Black Panther. So kind of some confusion about what's going to be happening with who's going to be Black Panther. It does seem like M'Baku is going to be the king of Wakanda. That's cool and interesting. I like Winston Duke, so that's pretty fire. I'm not sure how it'll work with him being a Black Panther because he doesn't worship Bast, but whatever, it seems like they might find a workaround or something for that. So a little bit of mystery there. Daniel's saying it will be Shuri. A lot of people saying it won't be. We'll see. At the end, Nakia reveals to Shuri that she has a child with T'Challa. Marvel plans for him to eventually take over the Black Panther mantle once the child grows up. Again, mixed feelings on this. I'm in the camp of recast. I'm not sad about a child. I think it kind of sucks that you'd have this fatherless child. Seems like a bad sort of trope there to put in there. And again, I think there's time and there is a way for them to bring T'Challa back. But I don't hate the idea of there being a son. There have been sons of T'Challa before in the comics. There's particularly, I think it's T'Chaka the third or the second, who's named after T'Challa's father, who was in the Exiles, and that character was amazing. So yeah, there's opportunity to do cool stuff there, but I think it might be a little contentious. We'll see. The post-credits scene shows Doctor Doom in costume with a stand-in currently playing him, and it's revealed that it was him who had orchestrated the Wakanda vs. Atlantis war all along. A rumor from a while ago that has been deleted now says that Lake Bell's character is secretly Lucia von Bardas, Doom's right hand from the comics, which could explain how Doom orchestrated it all. Now, this is fantastic for me because if Lake Bell is actually Lucia von Bardas, that's sick because I like Lake Bell as an actress. I think she'd do well in this role, but it's also crazy because she's directly involved in the movie. Doom's just going to be a post-credit scene, but Lucia will actually be in the movie doing things, making things happen for friggin' Latveria. That is amazing, and I'm obviously super hyped up to see where this goes. This could take us into Doom Wars, where Doom is trying to get his hand on more vibranium. So pretty crazy stuff there. It says here, there's also a rumor that the Savage Land is introduced in the second post-credit scene where Riri finds vibranium in a previously uncharted region of Antarctica. Charles Murphy also revealed that Val will appear in the movie, and Great Phase has teased that Kazar for the Thunderbolts when the movie was confirmed by the trade. So the Savage Land tease could indeed be possible, and I love this idea. I love how that could tie into all these different projects. So we've got some clarification on a couple of different things going on here. First of all, really love the idea of Okoye becoming a Black Panther of sorts. Some confusion about who will be the definitive Black Panther at the end of this film, but a lot of this stuff sounds really freaking cool. Namor seems like he's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited to see, of course, how Doom might be pulling the strings for all of this. On the note of Doom, we also have this previs, which we've looked at before. This does appear to be an actual real leak. And Chris from 3C Films indicated that there's this character from Secret Invasion that could match up with who this character is standing in front of Doctor Doom. And if Doctor Doom is involved in this movie in the way that we think he will be, but he's also involved in Secret Invasion, then my theory about Doctor Doom replacing Norman Osborn to lead the Thunderbolts and eventually the Dark Avengers could really be a thing and would be so damn cool. Because Kazar being on the Thunderbolts, the Savage Land having vibranium, that could all tie back into Doom and really set him up as a person that's going to save us from the Secret Invasion, take over as the new Tony Stark of the planet, and be in charge of the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D., and really take us in a very, very cool Dark Avengers direction with Victor Von Doom. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. So that would be sick, but that's the leak, and those are my thoughts. I want to know what you think about it. Smash a like on this video. Come on by our live streaming channel and put your comments about this video in the comment section right here.